What's up YouTube, my name is Eduardo and today I'm taking a look at Marvel Legends Husk and Marrow. So I don't really know much about these characters, but they looked cool so I wanted to buy them. This one in particular, she's wearing the same costume as that other figure that I bought. What was her name? Saint Croix or something like that. So I guess they're on the same team. Here's the rest of the wave. Got Nightcrawler. Probably not going to pick any of these up. But this guy, what is up with this guy? Why is he like a crazy skeleton man? Marvel's Nemesis? Nemesis. Like the Resident Evil Nemesis? Is that why he's so big? Any of you guys planning to finish this guy? When in these Build-A-Figures, do you buy every accessory in the wave, or do you just buy the pieces separately online? Because I'm not gonna finish this, so I'm probably gonna sell off these two pieces together. But anyways, I like the boxes too. I prefer this over the retro card. And here's Marrow. Get to her soon. You know why we all bought her though. Here's the art and the back. Alright. I'm gonna start with this one, so let's take her out of the packaging. Holy crap, look at this crazy thing. Why is it so cool? Skeleton. His head's on a ball joint so you can like kind of rotate it. And he's even got, you can move, open and close his jaw. Man, that's so cool. But too bad I won't be finishing them. Yeah. The chest thing. What goes on his back? He's got like a cool gun arm. Alright, let's get back to the main thing, which was not him, it's the Husk. Alright, so here's Husk. Let me read the little thing on the back of the box. Paige Guthrie, a mutant with the ability to morph her skin into any form, becomes a member of the X-Men known as Husk. That's cool. Here she is using her powers. I guess her powers are green. Is she like Absorbing Man or something? Does she turn her... Because that explains this this crazy head sculpt where she's turning metal, I guess. But anyways, let's see. Is there anything extraordinary about this figure? Let's see. Legs kick up normal amounts. Can't really do the splits or do the backward splits. Arm. I like the shoulder pad thing though. Double jointed elbows. There we go. Does she have a... Nah, I don't think she has a butterfly joint. Torso. Okay range. No waist movement though. Thigh swivel. Legs move up and down, and they can turn to give you like slight pivot. Double jointed knees, and her head is limited by the hair. I think it's an alright amount though. Hang on, let me fix this camera. Should have done it like this, that would have been better. Oh well, maybe I'll do it for Marrow. Yep, her belt is a floating piece. Also, she's got the zipper with the X on it, and this one has red on the insides. Hang on. I gotta lower the camera. So she's basically the same figure as this one. But as you can see, her zipper is like red on the inside, and Monet over there it's just gold all around. But basically the same figure. I think these are like the same. I like the red on this one more though. She's got like a more vibrant-ish red somewhat. It's easier to see in person, but this one is like, it's more faded red. And what else is the difference? Obviously the head sculpt and hands are different. Even the gold on this one is like a brighter yellow, and this one's like a duller yellow. And this is all the same too. They got the same butts. Also, she's like shinier too. This one's a bit more matte. But the chest size is, they're both different. Like Monet's has got a way larger one, and she's got like a smaller one. I don't know why, if they're, maybe she's older, or maybe it's because she's got like the super strength powers. And everyone knows that the brawler always has to have larger chests than the not brawling type characters. What does she do though? If her skin changes color, I'm assuming she uses melee too, right? Since she probably turns into like iron, like a Colossus. Alright. Anyways, let's go over the accessories. Hand. What do you get with this figure? You get another one of these like clenching, grabbing hands to match the one she's got on her right hand. This is a left hand. You got the fist hand. She's already got one here. Put them alternating like that. You got this crazy head sculpt where she's like, I guess, in the middle of using her powers. That's kind of cool, but I don't know if I would have preferred just a fully silver one or this like mid transformation one. I mean, both would have been ideal, but I guess this mid transformation one is kind of cool. And she gets this nasty, like her flesh, she's ripping it off her face. I thought her skin transforms, but it looks like she's replacing it here. Alright, let's put that skin and the alternate head and the skin on her to see how it works. Alright, here it is, slightly different angle. Still cool though. I guess it works. God, look at the skin though. I mean, I guess that hole is where her eye would have gone. Or her weird accessory. Kind of creative though. But now let's just talk about the alternate head by itself. If you're not doing that crazy like action pose of her taking off the thing, it's a kind of I think it's more limiting than her normal hair, because look, like her neck is gone now. And she can barely turn her head. So, not a big fan of this head if you're just putting it on her, and it only works if you're gonna do the ripping off the skin effect. It is a detailed face though. Look at this. And I like how the silver side is pretty shiny. Turn on the light. Does that do anything? Yeah. Nice teeth though. Red lips. Hair. Just blonde. Not really colored. Is it colored here? Not really. Looks like I mean, it is more yellow though. This looks like platinum blonde. Alright. Alright, here's the next one. Marrow. Let's see what the box says. Once a member of the Morlocks, a community of outcasted mutants, Marrow has the ability to manipulate bone growth. Alright. So here's Marrow. Here's how she looks. I think it looks pretty good. The bones, I do like how they have like, they're not just pure white. You can see some yellow on there. Maybe some of this is paint defects, but I like how it's not just a pure white bone. She's also got bones on her shins. I wonder if those are her kneecaps just sticking out. But anyway, well, there's some bone there. Gold. She's got that green and blue costume. Let me look at the picture of the box. Alright, where are her eyes? Eye color is blue? Blue eyes? And a greenish. The face sculpt, I wouldn't say that looks exactly like Marrow. But it's close enough for me. She's got Marrow, I don't know why I usually think she's like super angry looking character. Probably because of that game she's in. Or she just has a scowl on most of the time. Also, the paint right here doesn't really match the rest of it. That's kind of bad. And she's got this lollipop thing. Some people hate that. Alright. These little cuffs are floating pieces. She's got abs, I would say. Pretty alright. There's the butt. No butt sculpted into her thighs, which is kind of a shame. Paint defect. Marvel Hasbro SA 2023. What the heck? It's not 2023. Is that when they made this thing? And they just kept it a secret? Alright, let's try it like this for a second. Let's experiment if this is better than what I've been doing. But anyways, I like the sculpt. I would say this is pretty good. I like the back, even though it's not perfect. You can see like splotches kind of around the back there. You can see how it's like white, but then it bleeds into her clothes. But overall, I would say this is good. Good for me. Let's go articulation. Head is on this thing, so you know, if you had a flying character, you could do this thing. Alright. Arm goes up that high. Does it spin a full 360? Probably not, because of her spine things on the back. Double jointed elbows. Wrist. Normal stuff. Her upper torso gets pretty decent motion, I would say. Back does really well. Forward, it's not that good. Nothing else on the waist. I mean the lower abdomen area. Die cuts. Legs can kick that high maybe. You can kind of... Can she do... I mean, perfect splits if you do it like this, but... If you kind of just spread her legs like this, then it's... Only goes about that far. Double jointed knees. Oh shit. Cool bone parts there on that knee. This is like harder plastic than the rest of it too. She's kind of gummy-ish. Legs, pretty normal. Standard Marvel Legends fare. This is kind of funny. Look, it's like we're way up here and she's down there looking at us. Alright, let's do accessories. Alright, by default she's got these weapon holding hands, but you also get one fist hand for her left hand, and then this like straight palm hand. So that's pretty good. And you also get these cool weapons. They're like bone swords, or maybe bone daggers, because on all the art she's holding them like with the blade facing away from her and not like a sword. But I think it's the same mold for both of them. It's just that the paint is on the opposite sides. So let's see how she holds them. Alright, here she is actually holding her weapons. They look pretty cool. I do wish she was just a bit angrier. Does this look angry enough for you guys? It kind of looks like it's leaning a little bit more towards stoic and not like angry or even annoyed. Yeah, this looks kind of stoic to me. But anyways, yeah, the bones look cool. She holds them well enough. Will she drop them if I shake? Nope. Alright, so they're on there pretty good. Does anyone remember that one guy from X-Men Evolution, the Spike guy? I always wondered why. Is he like brand new to that show? Or... because I've never seen him before or after. I mean, I haven't really, she's not really featured that much in anything. Her claim to fame is MBC2. But why didn't they use her for that X-Men show? Maybe they needed more boys though, because that show, there was a lot of women on that show, so maybe they wanted to balance the teams out a bit more, since Wolverine wasn't really one of the main characters. I mean, he was a main character, but since he was like an older character, he wasn't with the main team usually. And he kept getting like beaten up. But anyways, well, that's enough about X-Men Evolution. What I was going to ask was... I forgot what I was going to ask. Huh. I forgot my original question. So I'll ask this other question instead. Do you think they should make a Spike figure? Because, I mean, they have like the same powers as her, and I think he also, in the show, he joins the Morlocks. The only difference is that he's a dude and he's also related to Storm. But other than that, actually, these are pretty different characters, I'm assuming. I don't know anything about her except that she's angry. But I remember Spike had like cool flaming bones, and he was a skater. But anyways, that's enough about that. Let's see, let's try out some poses. Let's see if she can do anything cool. Alright, here we go. This is a pretty cool pose she can pull off, thanks to the pictures that they took. Very cool. Dang. I mean, from this angle it looks weird, but from right about here, super awesome Black Widow style pose. Yeah. Lights. There we go. That looks a bit better. Yep, that's pretty cool. Let's try something else. Alright, so here's kind of a goofy pose. She can somewhat do the Jacko pose. Say what you will about Marvel Legends, like articulation, but at least she can do this. It's not perfect though, like the Jacko pose, the abdomen area should be raised up much higher. But at least she can look forward while posing like this because of this because of that weird joint that they have there. Like, some people can do a better Jacko pose, but then they're face down because they can't look forward. That works for like flying poses, I guess. If you have a flying character, you can make them look straight up. Here, let's put her down on the ground. Alright, here we go. Hang on. This a little back. There, now she's kind of looking forwardish. There it is. A jackal pose. Or as good as she can do anyways. But yeah, I know this isn't really like a positive in most people's eyes. Only a specific type of people would want to pose their action figures like this. But she can do it. Alright, let's do something a bit more standard. Okay, I'm not very good with posing, so I think she's gonna have to do the heavy lifting for the thumbnail though, because I don't know, she's just more fun to pose than what was the other girl's name? Husk. Also, she's got that midriff showing, so easier to make thumbnail bait like that. Anyways, let's do size comparisons now, and then we can talk about both of them real quick. Alright, here they are next to each other. I think Marrow is slightly taller, but that's probably because of her hair. It's kind of poofy up there. Here's Spider-Man. He's taller than both of them by a little bit. But this is the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. I don't know, I feel like Marvel Legends have been getting shorter. Maybe that's just because of the Ms. Marvel Warbird was pretty short. There's Monet. And I think they're almost the same size. Let me fix her head, it's kind of tilted. I think Monet might be slightly shorter than that Husk character. Here's the MCU version of She-Hulk. And, oh jeez. Fix up her feet. And there's the comic She-Hulk. My last review, the Sophia F. Shearing from Black Crystal Candy, or was it Black Rock Candy? I don't remember. It's the bunny Sophia F. Shearing. Here they are next to the Goblin Queen. And Jean Grey. And hang on, she's not standing straight. There they are next to the Power Princess, I think was her name. She's taller than both of them. Let's put her here. Yep. And here's Goku, just to remind myself how small SH figure arts are compared to Marvel Legends. Because Goku's supposed to be like one of the taller characters, if you don't include monsters like Piccolo. Yep, look at this. Why is Goku so small? I kind of wish they made not Marvel, SH figure arts maybe a little bit taller. It would be nice if they scaled with my other 6-inch dudes. Speaking of 6 inches, let's measure these two. She is, I think, exactly 6 inches. Marrow, also slightly under 6 inches, unless you include her hair, which should make them both around 15 centimeters, 15 and a half centimeters with her hair. Alright, that's enough. Let's get to the end, I guess. Here they are with all of their stuff. You get 2 swords with Marrow. You get an extra head with Husk. And it's a pretty cool head. Let me grab the skin here. Turn on the lights. Maybe not the... Oh yeah. See, her mouth is like open. You can actually put something in there. Look. She can eat her own flesh. Isn't that neat? So this is a pretty cool head. I don't really like it though, because when you put it on her, she can't look around anymore. But still, this is a detailed head. The mouth is actually open and you can put stuff in it. And 2 fist hands. So, I like Marrow more. I think she's got more going on. She's got the cool bones and stuff. And Husk is basically just in like an X-Men uniform. So that's just, that's too bad for her. But I already have this one and I like this one more. Then again, if you want to build a whole team of these guys, I don't even know what their team is. So I'll probably give Marrow like a 3 out of 5. Because I like her more. She's got extra hands too. Or she's got this hand, which I like. I like having open palm hands more than fist hands. Because you can't really do cool poses with her now. I mean, I'll try. Let's see what I come up for in the thumbnail. But she probably gets... Feels kind of harsh giving her a 2, because the only reason I'm giving this one a 3 is because, well, she's more unique and because she's in Marvel. But yeah, I'm probably gonna give her a 2 out of 5. But I mean, this is pretty cool. Like, that head's useful. You could probably use that for, I don't know, whatever blonde lady you want in Marvel. Emma or Captain Marvel, maybe. She's pretty monotone sometimes. And yeah, I think that's it. Buy them if you want. $25 though. That's a ton. Probably why the scores I gave them are kind of low. What did I give her though? I wonder what I gave her. I probably gave her a 3 also. But, yep, that's it for me. Goodbye.